Hello and welcome to another exciting series of tutorials. In this one, we're going to create a plugin for the framework we created earlier called thunderPHP. So if this is your first video in the series, you can either watch the series on creating the framework from scratch, or you can simply just download the framework files so you can add this plugin to the plugins folder. Okay, great. So I have loaded the plugin here. As you can see, I've typed localhost/plugin.php because that's what our framework is called. So this one is inside the htdocs folder, XAMPP htdocs plugin PHP. This is our framework here. So if you extract the files that are provided, you should get something that looks like this. So you can set up your system like that. And of course, make sure that your server is running. In my case, I'm using XAMPP. I have Apache and MySQL running because we will need both. Alright, so once you have those running, you click start on those two. Start here and here. We are ready to go. You can navigate to your browser and type localhost/plugin, or follow the folder that you extracted to, and you should have something like this. Alright, now to create plugins. So I have also dragged and dropped the folder into my text editor, Sublime Text, but you can use any text editor. That's plugin.php, plugin PHP folder here. These are the colors we will be using for the plugin we're creating, and the plugin we're creating is called the basic authentication or basic auth. So that's just for signing up and logging in users. All right. So for editing and deleting users, we'll create a different plugin called Users Manager. So in this case, this is our plugin folder. And so far we have 3 plugins in here: homepage, header, footer, and 404. These are the plugins that enable the running of this, where we can click home and then go to a 404 page if we don't find the result we are looking for. Alright, now we create a different plugin called Basic Auth. So what we would do is, I'm going to open the folder that my project exists, which is this one. I'll copy the path. I'll open a command line, navigate to that like that, and clear the screen. Then I'm going to type PHP, so PHP Thunder, and I'm going to say, because Thunder is our command line tool, I'm going to say make plugin as the command, and then I need to specify a folder for my plugin. I'm just going to call it basic-auth like that. So before I press enter, you'll notice that in my plugins folder there is no basic auth folder, but when I press enter now, it says plugin creation complete, plugin folder. It tells me where the plugin is. So now if I go here, I see there's basic auth with all of its content there. So that's where we will be working from. If I now refresh, I will see there is a new plugin going on here because it's available on all pages. Now we want to limit this plugin to just the login and sign up page. So what we will do is go to the config.json file, and let's change a few things. First of all, we'll give it a proper name, and then we're just going to call it basic auth as the ID. Write your author name there, etc, etc. On the routes here, we want to change this to, let's say, login page and sign up page. So we're limiting it to just those 2 routes. So if I come back here and refresh, you see now it's gone on the home page. But if I go to the login like that, you'll see that that plugin loads, and if I go to the sign up, you will see that it loads there too. But if I go anywhere else, I get a page not found. Okay, great. So at least we have login and sign up. You may want to include that to the menu, but let's leave it be. Now, for now, let's just go and say login so that we see our plugin over here. Okay. Now, on the login page here, so we are done with the config. Let's go to the, where do we go here? Controllers, migration files. All right, so at the moment, we just want to display stuff. So I'm going to go to the plugin.php here. Now you can fill in these details here, no problem. But what I want now is to know the plugin routes here, okay? So instead of just saying plugin route here, we'll say login, maybe something like login page. What is the login page name? So it's login. And what is the sign up page? It's sign up. Here we will put tables. Oops. Okay, at some point we will put tables that are required to be active for this plugin to run. For now, we don't need that. Now, the reason we are doing this to specify which is the login pages, so that we use variables instead. So that in case you want to change the sign up page to instead should say register instead of sign up, then you can just change it here, and then the route for it will change as well. It's better to put your variables in one place so you can change them easily. So we are setting permissions here. So what permissions do you think we need here? Should we allow people to log in, and should we allow people to sign up? So here, let's see, maybe login. I think login, I don't know a situation where you may need people not to be able to log in, but that's up to you. But I think let's just put it on this sign up. Okay, so you are allowed to sign up. These permissions don't really make sense, because if you're not logged in, and you need to be logged in to actually have permissions. So let's remove this actually. Sorry about that. For now, we'll leave the controller as B. We'll just go to the view here. Now on the view, we want to load the right view depending on what's happening. So here we'll select login, and then here we'll select sign up like that. Okay, so between here we just want to check which one of the routes it is. So we'll say if page like that is equal to, because page gives us the page number. Now we're going to use get value over here. So get value is here, and we have our vars in there. So we're looking for this one, the login page. So I'm going to say if vars login page like that, that is true, then let's deal with the login page like so. Okay, then we can put an else, or you can use a switch statement if you prefer that. So we put our if statement there like so, and then let's move this like so. So if we're on the login page, let's use this one. If we're on the sign up, let's use that one. As simple as that. Now there will be some after queries, so let's leave this as it is. Okay, so that's our plugin right there. Basic authentication. Let's users login and sign up. Okay, that actually does it. So now we need the view files, the login and sign up. So let's just edit one of these that's already there. Let's rename this to login.php, and let's create another one called sign up. Like that. So login and sign up. So for now, what I'll do is just say sign up, save that, copy everything, and just say oh, maybe I may not need to delete all of that. Okay, so we just want to see what's going on. So if I now refresh, you see here it says login, and if I go to the sign up page, it says sign up. So we are headed in the right direction. Now let's be more precise. So here what will happen is in the view for the login.php, I want to put some more content. So there will be a div. Let me just call this one main, something like that. And then let's put a form over here. Let's make sure our method is post. Then let's move this within there. H1 is too big. Let's try H3, like so. Okay, so let's add a class. Now this one, I want to add some styles. I'll put background color as one of these colors here. So I'll start with this one. Alright, let's see what we've got. Okay, I don't see anything. This is for the login. Okay, that's why. Okay, so there we are on the login page. And let's put a height as well for this thing, 100 VH, so that it goes all the way to the viewport. The form, I want some styles as well. Let's put background color as well. Let's put this one. Okay, now on this one I want to add some classes, so I'm going to do column 6, maybe 6 columns, and then MX auto, so that it's now this is only possible, these classes are only possible because we have Bootstrap loaded in the header footer plugin there. So now you don't have to rely on content from other plugins like the CSS in this case. You can actually load Bootstrap directly there, just to be sure that this is portable. If you move it to another location, it will still work the same. So you can load the Bootstrap file here again as well. But for the purposes of this tutorial, this is fine. So let me put a class thingy here as well. Let me put padding of 4 around this container. Okay, so there we go. We have this. This is too big. I want maybe 4. Yeah, something like that. And then I want it very rounded. So I'm going to use border radius. I'm going to set this to 40 pixels. Maybe that's too much, but let's see. Not so much. And let's give it padding as well. A lot of padding. Let's see that. Okay, so we are getting somewhere. So login, and I want this in the center. So I'm going to put a class, text center. Bootstrap class. Let's see. Okay, great. So login, And we can put a logo somewhere there. If you have any logos, you can add those. But now what we will do is we'll go to the Bootstrap website, docs, and floating labels. I kind of like these inputs that have this floating label like so. So we're going to copy what these have to provide. So I'll just click copy to clipboard over here, and then we will paste like this. Boom. Okay, so email, I get back here. So there we go. So we have email address and password over here. Let me make these guys very rounded. So I'm going to copy this. So the input is here. It's got a placeholder that I can't even see anyway. So I'm going to replace that with a style and close that over here. So copy, and let's put this here like so. Alright, so let's check it out. Okay, maybe not the best, but wait, what just happened? Let's see. If we remove the border radius, what do we get? They are not floating anymore. So what happened? Let me undo to the point where we were. Okay, so it's actually the placeholders. Oh, I see what's happening now. Email address. Okay, great. Okay, so let me put that style here still. Let's come back there. Okay, and boom, boom. Okay, so that still works. Login, username, password. And then let me put a button over here. So let's say class name button, and I want to put a style as well. Put a very specific background color, which is this one. So I'll copy that and paste it here, and I'll say text white just to be sure. Let's see what I get. Login over here. So there it is. So we need the same rounding, we need some padding. Let's do padding 4. Let's put width 100%, so W100. Let me put margin top and bottom, maybe 3, like that. Something like that. Now let's increase the rounding. Now the padding is too much. Maybe on the X it works like that, but padding on the Y, maybe 2. Let's see. Alright, so maybe too little. Oops. Let's try 3. Okay, that looks much better. And we can use the same border radius, 40 pixels. Where is this? Border radius, 40 pixels. And let's paste it here. And refresh, and there we go. Okay, great. We are getting somewhere on the login page. Let's add a little shadow and see what happens. Or is there a shadow already on the form? Let me leave some space for clarity here. Let's do shadow, a mild one. Okay, so there we go. We have a little shadow going on there. Yeah, now I guess the spaces between these guys are not enough. So instead of this MB, we'll put MY. Okay, MY. This one doesn't even have the second one. Margin Y3. That way there will be more space between them. Okay, so that's our login page. Let me go here as well, put that margin Y. Let's put some text under here. Let's do margin top instead. And let me put a div. Let's put italics there. Oops. We'll say please log in to continue, like that. And let's move this down. Let's put a class. Now this will be margin bottom 3, so that there is a gap between those. Alright, we are getting there. We'll do text muted so that it's darker, and then text center, and let's increase this to 4. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so please log in to continue, log in, blah blah blah, and when I press, it actually refreshes. Okay, so now of course you can design your login page as you wish. In fact, you can go to websites like freefrontend.com. It's very good. It has cool stuff in here. You can click on CSS and maybe input, and then go to login forms, and you will see a lot of already designed login forms. Look at that. This is a very nice looking login form. So you can just copy the CSS and put it in your CSS style.css for this plugin, and then copy the HTML over here. That way you don't have to play around with stuff like this here. Let me just put 4 on these guys. I think 4 makes more sense. Let's give some more gap between these guys. Padding, margin. This is what I wanted. 4. Resend. Okay. We can put forgot password here and stuff. So let me put those. Let's say A, forgot password. No. Sign up. Something like this. Oops. Yeah, so forgot password or sign up. What I could do is put these guys inside a div, like so. Move it in. Let's put some classes. So here I'm gonna say display flex, deflex, and then I'll say justify content between. That way each one will go to one end of the div, like that. So you have sign up here, forgot password, or sign up, like that. Okay, so forgot password or sign up. Great. Maybe we can push them a little closer by putting some maybe padding on the x-axis, a little more padding here so they can move inward, like so. Maybe that's too much. Let's put 2 and see. Yeah, that looks more comfortable. Right, then if you have a logo, you can put it here, like we had done with no, I was looking for icon monster. Yeah, iconmonster.com, and I'm looking for something like user or people. These are icons that are usually on the login page, right? This isn't loading very well. My internet really sucks. There we go. I kinda like this one. Ad block detected. Really? I don't actually have ad block. It's just the slow, really slow internet makes it look like I have ad block. Okay, so let me click on that and embed, and let me copy that. Okay, so above the login part here, we can just add this baby, the SVG, and let's see how that looks. Okay, so there it is. Just to spice things up a little bit, I will remove this. Then I will add some styles, and let's do this. Div. Let me encapsulate this inside a div, like so. Yep. Was that necessary? Maybe not. Sorry about that. What I really want is to add a style on this thing. So I'm gonna add a style. Now I don't want to edit this. Oh, the view box actually is there. Okay, so I can then edit this in that case. So say 100, 100. The re-resolution is what's in the view box there. Okay, so there we go. It's looking great. And let's add some styles. We'll say border radius 50%, something like this. So that it looks like that. That's what I wanted. And then, yeah, actually the reason I wanted to put this in a div was so I can add text align center. So I'm gonna say text center like that. Okay, so let's move that in and refresh, and there we go. So maybe we make it very light, this color actually, the color of the, so let me grab that, the color of the button. So I'll copy this and let's come down here. SVG color is fill, it's the fill color, so I'm gonna do fill is equal to, and then do that. So minus the background color here, just that, like so. And there we go. Alright, so finally we have something that kind of looks like a login page. Yeah, very, very cool. Okay, so with this, we can then copy this to a sign up page. Now, let me try and make this even smaller. I'll put number 3 over here. And let's see what happens. Oops. Yeah, I kind of like this one even better. Okay, so there we go. Now this is responsive, of course. If I now do responsive view, you will notice that at some point it sticks out. But it's not very responsive on every view, so let's make it that way. So on the large one, this is all good. On the very large. But once it reaches a certain point here, it becomes too squeezed. So we need to change that. So what I'm gonna do is on the extra large, I'll put it at 3 like that. So let's do this. Oops. So on the extra large it's 3, but on the large it shouldn't go to this, it should go maybe to 4. So I'm gonna do this and then say LG on large, then we put 4 like that. Okay, so let's refresh, and there it is. So now it adjusts at some point. Boom, there you can see it, it grows bigger. But then let's come to our medium size again. So our medium size, which is MD, should be maybe 6. Let's try that. See how big that is. So it keeps adjusting. Boom, boom. So that's our 6 there. And then finally it just grows extremely large. I think we can leave it at that. We don't have to go to the smaller versions there. Oh, here it gets really big actually. So let's add one more. Medium, and then we have small. Wait a minute. Should it still be 6? Huh, okay, let's see. Yeah, then it, poof. Maybe it should be 8 on this small. Like that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So at every screen size, it actually looks good. Okay, great. Maybe that icon is a bit too large. Let's change it to 8080. Okay, pretty good. So that's our login page. So let's move this content to our sign up page. So it's as simple as copying everything from here, and let's take that to the sign up page and just replace whatever is saying login to sign up. And it's as simple as that. Now, instead of just email address, here we will duplicate. We will need maybe a username, or first name and last name, something like that. So first name, last name, password, and then repeat password, like so. So say retype password, and then email address, and then first name. Sorry, this should be last name. Says capitalize that. Okay, so I will refresh. Now let's go to our sign up. This should lead us to the sign up page. So here we change this to say or login, and that should lead us to our login page. So we're gonna do this and put root. Now remember that we shouldn't put what's this? We shouldn't put actual values here. We should instead say vars and then say login page, like that. That way when we change it on the other side, it actually updates here as well. So copy that, go back to where it says login, and here it's sign up page, like so. Okay. And then we refresh. So here it should take me to the sign up, and here should take me to the login page, just like that. Now, since these guys are a little bit bigger, we can actually remove some of this content here. So let's go to the sign up. For example, we can remove the SVG here. Let's reduce the fours here. Let me drag this. Yep. Let's reduce the fours to, yeah, I went too far there. Let me reduce these to 2 maybe. Okay, much better, so that we have a streamlined process here. Sign up, the top here has too much as well. Let's put a 2 there. Alrighty then. So at least we have sign up. Please enter your details. Okay, and there it is. So boom. So forgot password, for example, here we can do exactly the same. Copy this link here and put it here on forgot password, and then we'll call this one the forgot page, like that. I'll copy this. This should be the same on the login page as well. Boom. Forgot password, sign up, login. Okay, refresh. Oopsie. Now it's because it doesn't exist, so we have to go back to our main plugin here and create it. So I will duplicate, and it's going to be forgot page, and it will be named forgot. And there we go. So if we click on forgot, it says page not found. Let's go back, or sign up, right? Or login. Alright guys, at least we have the UI created. Now we're going to dive in deep and create the logic that goes with this plugin. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video.